Hi everyone, Radhe Radhe. So today we're going to do Bhagavad Gita chapter 1 verse 20. Today is a Sunday and it has been it's March 20, March 19, 2023, and it has been quite a busy day. I mean, for a Sunday, and I was just thinking about it. I like to journal and think, and like try to extract meaning out of every moment of the day if I can. And it turned out that today ended up having a lot of meaning because I woke up. I had a personal growth class at 10 o'clock. I attended that, and then I went to the ISKCON temple and I read a book there. I sat there for a while and just meditating, kind of praying. And then I read a book, two-thirds of a book by Shubh Vilas Prabhu. And it was easy to read because it was stories. It was explanation through stories, which was fun. So I read that, two-thirds of the book. And then I was going to go to Chinmaya Mission because it opens, I'd seen on the website that it opens on Sundays. So I went there and it was perfect. I talked to a few people there. I talked to the organizer there, and then I talked to one of the teachers. And she was amazing. I told her that I'm coming from the ISKCON world and I'm doing the Gita studies, I'm doing one verse a day, and that I'm uploading these videos. And I'm looking to do a detailed study and look through different interpretations of Gita. So that's why I'm there. I want to know the interpretation that Chinmaya Mission has, basically the Advaita point of view, the Sankracharya point of view. So if you listen to the intro, you'll understand where I got this information from and what the Advaita versus Dvaita means and all of that. So yeah, I talked to her and she was wonderful. She said, she explained and she's like, yeah, there is space for all of it and we don't need to create separate. She really talked about the oneness and I loved it. I loved the way she pulled me in instead of like creating this like I am better than you or my thing is philosophy is better than you. Like it was nothing like that. It was beautiful. So I kind of had today I had a personal growth thing. So far I've had personal growth as well as the temple, the ISKCON temple world that I'm a part of, and they felt very different. Many times they felt like I'm being pulled in different directions. When I talk to somebody in the personal growth world or when I listen to a course, I feel like it's just completely different, so totally different from the temple world. And now I have a third thing that I'm being pulled in three different directions, not in two different directions. So part of my journey, I think, is to find the commonality, find the oneness in all three worlds, and or at least two worlds. But I don't know about the Chinmay mission. It's very new for me right now, so let's see how it goes. But I love the two people that I talked to today. There were two ladies, and I felt so much at home. One of them invited me to there's a walk, there's a 5K walk on Saturday. It's a fundraising walk. She said, you don't need to worry about the fundraising, you don't need to worry about anything, just come and walk with us. I was like, I felt so included immediately and I felt so loved. Like both of those ladies just showered their love on me, and I felt very included and very supported, and it felt good. It felt good. It makes a difference in learning for sure if the people around you are supportive. I've realized that. Anyways, so yeah, I'm excited. I was going to buy the book chapter one. They have it in different chapters, the different books for different chapters. So I was going to buy chapter one, but it got closed after the class was over. So I'll buy it next time. But I'm excited to dive into their thing. I attended a class as well, an hour-long class, which was totally different, very intellectual. So the personal growth world is very experiential. It's like you go inside, you go into your inner world, you go into your heart, you listen to your intuition, and you experience what your body is telling you. Listen to body sensations, you listen to your intuition, you listen to your heart versus the mind. It's just totally different. And then the temple ISKCON world is more about listening. It's more external facing. It's about chanting. It's about deity worship. It's about seva, which is volunteering there and working, working, helping out and working and serving. And this world, the Chinmay mission world, is all about the brain and thinking and like understanding from the intellect perspective. So when I went there, I could feel the intense difference because it was very different from personal growth and it was very different from the ISKCON world. It was very, very mind focused. And for a moment, I was just lost. I was like, this is too much. I don't even know if I'm interested in this. Like, I don't, but I don't know. I will read this way too soon for me to make a decision about either way, but it was, yeah, it was fun. Anyways, I've taken up a lot of your time telling you about my day, but I was so happy when I was leaving the Chinmay mission. I was so crazy happy. I felt like I was going, okay, literally, I felt like I was going crazy because I was so happy, because I was like, how am I so blessed to have these three different completely different things that I love with all of my heart. I love the personal growth with all of my heart. I love the volunteering mainly, and the chanting, and I mean chanting as in listening or chanting the Maha Mantra at the ISKCON, and then now I'm being showered. I don't know if I love it or not, but I'm being showered with love, and I'm being showered with this just acceptance and of everything. I mean, those two ladies are just incredible. So yeah, I felt really, really, really good, and I'm just immensely blessed. Okay, so let's go to verse 20. Um, Verse 20 is okay. So this is a little bit complicated, the way the verse is written. Here, there are 6 sections of the verse that are written instead of 4. Here, they've only put 4. But if you go to the next one, I was looking at why there were 6 sections. It's because in the middle of the next section, it says Arjuna Vacha, because so far it was Sanjay Vacha, which means Sanjay was speaking. Sanjay was Dhritarashtra's, I think, charioteer or whoever. So now Arjun is speaking, but it's happening from the middle of the verse. So these first two sections are explained here, in both these purports, in the Prabhupada as well as Chaitanya Charan Prabhu's purports, which of course it's the same one. He picks it from there. So I'm going to only go for chapter verse 20. It's going to end in the middle, so I'm just warning you that it's going to end in the middle. It's not going to be complete, and it'll make more sense. So next time I do it, the verse 21, I will pull this one up and complete this verse, and then I mean complete this section of the next verse, and then do the next section. So okay, so let's play it. There is something wrong with the music, the sound when it's coming from the laptop. It's not picking it up very well by the software. So from tomorrow onwards, I'm going to play it on the phone. I don't have the phone with me in this room, so I'm feeling too lazy to go get the phone and play it from there. So I'll just continue to play it from here like I've been playing so far. But from tomorrow, the voice should be clearer. The background voice of the lady singing should be clearer. Um, okay. And I have crammed up till verse 16 very well. And so I have like 17, 18, 19, which I kind of know, but I don't remember them very well, and now 20. So by tomorrow, I'm going to have 4 verses to learn, but I know up to 16 pretty well. So that's amazing. I am so happy, so happy. Okay. अथ स्थितान् दृष्ट्वा धार्तराष्ट्रान् कपीध्वजः प्रवृत्ते शास्त्रसम्पत्ते धनुरुद्यम्य पाण्डवः. Okay. So this is a little bit complicated because it goes all over the place, and the explanations also are a little bit different. So I'm going to try my best to explain it. Atha. So we've seen the word then twice before in verse 13 and verse 14. Verse 13 was the last one where the focus was on the Kauravas, and they said Tataha Shankhascha Bhairyascha. And then after Bhishma had blown his conch shell in the previous verse, then all the Shankhas, all the conch shells, and all the drums and large drums and small drums and all of that. So then Tataha then was used there, and then verse 14 then was used Tataha Shvetayirhaya Yukte Mahati Sandhane Sthitau. So then on a white horse, white horses yoked on this magnificent chariot, Madhava Pandavaschaiva, Madhava, Krishna and Arjun came in or blew their conch shells, Divya Shanko. So they blew their divine conch shells. So that both of them used ataha, and here is atha. So I'm not sure if they're two completely different words to describe then, or if tataha is the same. It's a variation of atha. It's like a grammatical variation. So, anyways, atha means then. Vyavasthitan drashtva. Drashtva we saw in verse 2. Drashtva tu pandavanikam duryodhana vyudham duryodhanastada. So Duryodhan, when he saw, drishti is to look in Hindi. So when he saw Dhartarashtran. So in the previous verse, we saw again, so it was Dhartarashtranam. So when the sons of Dhritarashtra, the 100 sons of Dhritarashtra, and here it's Dhartarashtran, so it's a grammatical variation. So Kapidvaja is a monkey flag. So Arjun had a flag of a monkey, of a Hanuman on his chariot. And the flag was useful at that time because it was a big, large flag, so that people from far away could see that this person is arriving based on their flag. It was their kind of trademark. It was their personal logo, as so to speak. It was to make clear, okay, this is Arjun's chariot that is coming up. So, but he had Hanuman because there's a story behind it. And if you want to know who Hanuman is, you can look it up. I don't want to go into that detail. The video is already running long today. Okay, so Arjun, so Atha here situated when he saw the sons of Dhritarashtra. So now Arjun, I think this is what it means here, but it's not very clear from the translation that this is exactly what it means. But when Arjun, the Kapidvaja, when Arjun saw the sons of Dhritarashtra, when Arjun, because of this, saw the sons of Dhritarashtra situated in their army thing, then pravritte shastra sampate dhanur udyamya pandavaha. So Pandavaha is the son of Pandu. I'm assuming it's Arjun. I mean, it is Arjun, but I don't know if it's based on the context or if his name is Pandava. So Arjun then picked up udyamya. He picked up he took up his bow. Dhanush is bow in Hindi. So Arjun took up his bow, and then Shastra is the arrows. It's the actual weapon. It's the Shastra is arrows, and Sampate is releasing, I'm assuming, and Privrite when about to engage. So Arjun picked up his bow and released he was about to engage, about to release his arrows when maybe it's then I don't know, when he saw the sons of Dhritarashtra situated in their thing. And he had this is a describing adjective. He was the one with the Kapitwaja, with the monkey flag. So that's what it means. And here it says, at the time Arjun, the son of Pandu, seated in the chariot behind, bearing the flag marked with Hanuman, took up his bow and prepared to shoot his arrows. After looking at the sons of Dhritarashtra drawn in a military array. And this part is the next two sections, which I'm ignoring for right now. We'll do this next time. So that's what verse 20 is. So in verse 20 now, the conch shells are done. Both sides conch shells. So the first verse, Dhritarashtra asked what happened. Then Sanjay said Duryodhan went up to Dronacharya and he started talking about how good their army is, and he started to incite Dronacharya about like the Drupad is there, so you should fight with all your heart and not just because I know you love Pandavas, but you should fight. And so he talked about how good the Pandav army is, then he talked about how good his own army is, then Bhishma sounded his own conch shells, and the Kauravas sounded their conch shells, and then the Pandavas sounded their own conch shells. So far, this is what has happened. And then in this verse, Arjun picked up his bows. He looked at the Kaurav army, and he looked at their formation, and he picked up his bows and got ready to release and engage his arrows. He engaged his arrows and got ready to release them. That's Gita verse 20. And then from 21, Sanjay is going to stop speaking. Sanjay just has a few, I think 41, if I remember correctly, verses, and it's already verse 20, and so maybe he's spoken 19, so maybe there are another 20 verses somewhere in the Gita. But the rest of the Gita is mostly going to be Arjun and Krishna speaking, and that is going to be amazing to get to understand, especially now that I have gotten introduced to the Chinmay mission, and I'm going to have two different, completely different versions, or let's see how completely different they are or how similar they are. Because it's Sanskrit, it's the same exact thing. How different can the interpretations be? My goodness. But apparently they are different. But yes, I don't personally resonate so much with Srila Prabhupada's explanations or purports, but I do resonate with Chaitanya Charan Prabhu's a lot more. And yeah, so it'll be super, super fun to see the differences between the two and to really do this study. It's like 2-year project for me, and I couldn't be more thrilled about this, especially since I'm learning the verses as well and chanting them. It's just amazing. Anyways, wish you a phenomenal day and see you next time. Have a wonderful day. Radhe Radhe.